Hello, and welcome to another episode of Matterhacks, brought to you by Actionable Insights. My name is Seth Harrison, and today I want to talk about Mattertags, what they are, how they work, and why they're important. So here I have my Level 2 curriculum. This is the post-mitigation scan, and as you can see, we have a lot of Mattertags here. So what exactly are they? They are these circular marks here in space that provide me an opportunity to point out a location in a scan, in a Matterport scan, and to talk about it. Explain something that needs to be called out. Note an open item. Communicate with either a contractor, adjuster, or even policyholder. So this is a Mattertag. You can see we have a lot here. In our curriculum here, we have red as the mitigation tags, yellow are our repair tabs. But those are Mattertags. And as you can see, this is a lot of Mattertags, but this is part of our training curriculum, where we give people the descriptions of the line items so that they are assisted and have to write the estimate based on interpreting this 3D Matterport asset that we provide them. So, how do Mattertags work? Let's move over here, and I am going to hit done over here, so I close that one, come up here to the top with my Mattertag, and as you'll notice as I bring it around, it will automatically flip in kind of space as to where I'm trying to plant it. So for simplicity, let's plant it over here on the wall. And it says Mattertag Post 56. I'm going to say Matterhacks. And details, this is a great video. Now, there's also a media section where you can paste URLs for YouTube videos, PDFs, other Matterport scans, which I'll show you in a sec. You also have the option to change the color of these Mattertags. Now, I'll get into that as well in a second, why this color documentation is so important. You can change the stem height. Let me move this a little bit so you can see how it extends or retracts. Then you have 3D showcase controls. So I have this Mattertag, but maybe I just want it to just disappear. I haven't deleted it, but at least in the presentation of it, you can't see it anymore. Or I can remove the stem, so it's just a floating space and time circle that somebody could click on and see. So Mattertags are giving us an opportunity to communicate in a way that we haven't before. Why is this all so important? As you'll see, in the future of claims settlement, one of our goals at Actionable Insights is to reduce the administrative burden. You have to upload thousands of photos. You have to email a bunch of documents. You have to upload them into a bunch of different locations. Wouldn't it be nice if you could just send one email with a single link to a Matterport scan and it has all of your documentation in it, and obviously it's including the photos? What might that look like? Right here, I have another scan inside the scan. One might call it inscansion. And you can see that I can actually look at the pre-mitigation scan. So right when the team here stepped on site, they took their initial scan, and this is what that looks like here. So I can take a look at this and space and time, and also look at different things in the area to kind of see what's different. Okay, that's what it looked like before, that's what it looked like now. So you can put scans within a scan. Then up here, this is a safety data sheet for Concrobium. Let's say I needed to explain, I was using a strange line item or additional line items that aren't always normal in a loss, and I wanted to explain why via the manufacturer specs of why I was doing it this way, because I had to as a contractor. So this is a way to provide additional information in PDFs and documents and whatnot. Now, along that line, I went out of the workshop, but I can still open it back up and show you this note real quick. You'll see here I have a purple tag up here that says estimate. Now, it is possible to include your estimate, a PDF, and things in these notes. Sometimes, depending on the sharing properties of that document, that link that you provide, it may or may not work. One thing that I've had a lot of benefit from is using a link shortener like Bitly. So instead of having a giant Dropbox or Google Drive link in here, where the sharing permissions may be difficult, I've simply put bit.ly in this. And I'm going to bring over my incognito over here so I can enter that and press enter, and you'll see what pops up. This would be my estimate, for example, for this loss. So I've been able to now put all of this documentation in one place. I've overcome the need for photos because I'm showing you in space and time both the post-mitigation scan and the pre-mitigation scan. I have my estimates in here, I have other documentation, and I want to show you what that looks like on the front end. So if somebody were to click this link that you sent them, it's going to take you to the dollhouse view bring you to the starting point that I've selected, and now I can look at this as an adjuster, as a policyholder. I can understand where everything is. These matter tags are incredibly useful in this context. Now, if you want to know more about matter tags and what Actionable Insights is teaching, we have under resources on getinsights.org Matterport standards, and it'll bring you to this page. We think this is important because the industry should be using matter tags in a similar way. If we really want to drive towards efficiency and maturity in the claim settlement process, we all need to be speaking the same language. So we have our own matter tag color standards that we recommend using. Orange for overarching scope notes, blue for mitigation, abatement activity details, equipment deployment schedules, green for mitigation moisture readings and dry logs, purple for contents, yellow for repair, red for open items that need to be discussed. And there's a lot of weird and significantly cool use cases for matter tags. One of my favorite examples is a homeowner was abroad when the loss happened. They didn't have an opportunity to fly back at the time. They weren't coming back for months. So the contractor sent them a Matterport link, provided them access on the back end, and the homeowner abroad was able to tag contents and various things and provide direction to the contractor and the adjuster as to what they wanted to see happen during their claim settlement process. And so matter tags give contractors the ability to point something out in space, in a 3D space, and talk about it, provide other scans within a scan for progress payments or pre-mitigation, post-mitigation, releasing money from a bank, etc. You have the ability to, as a policyholder, to communicate, if given access, to adding matter tags and whatnot. And as an adjuster, you're reducing all of these different papers and files and places you have to go to find all the information. It's just all there in one link in there. And as you can see here, I'll come back to this, we saw that it was kind of half cut off, but when you actually go to it, and you can just hit the expansion here, it'll bring you right to the PDF document. So I love this because now I can send one link in my email that has all the documentation that I would need to settle that claim. Very important. This has been another MatterHacks video. Matter tags are new and exciting, so I thought it was important to spend a little bit longer than I usually do in a video to explain their potential and how you can leverage them in the claim settlement process. I hope you enjoyed. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next week.